Welcome back to The Short Coat, coming to you from the amazing and intense world of med school at the University of Iowa, Carver College of Medicine. I'm Dave Etler, and on today's show, we're talking about one of the things that med students might do before they get here, which is to get a master's degree in clinical anatomy. And to help me do that, I have some delightful people who have anatomy with us today. They all have bits. She has more bones than an infant. It's M2s Sarah Upton.
Ayo.
Both his nostrils work at the same time. It's M2 Kevin Gubner.
That's me.
He grows taller all day long. It's M2 Alec Marticoff.
Thank you. I wish.
And if you thought that was all, well, all I can say is you need to aim your fovea better and open your external acoustic meatus to perceive our special guests, because we're joined by Carver College of Medicine Associate Professor of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Marc Pizzimenti. Hello, Marc.
Hello, Dave.
And clinical instructor of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Emma Handler.
Hi.
Hi, Emma.
Hello.
They're the, as I understand it, the co-directors of the Masters of Clinical Anatomy program, right?
That's right.
That's correct.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
Great to see you guys.
Great to be here.
So tell me a little bit about what the clinical anatomy master's program is for. I mean, what do people do with this degree ultimately?
Sure. So the Master's in Clinical Anatomy here at the Carver College of Medicine is an 18-month program, and we have some graduates of that program with us here.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. It's a master's level program that is designed to help individuals who are either interested in continuing in their education in a professional program, are interested in pursuing further education along the PhD route if they so choose in anatomy or education theory, or provides people with a way to kind of get into the industry related to health sciences.
So it could be a stepping stone to PhD. Obviously, it could be a stepping stone to MD, but it's other things as well.
Sure.
Yeah. Neat. So what are the mission and core goals?
Well, I don't know if we have like a one-sentence mission. But
I thought that was required among every organization on the planet. You had to have some sort of
Catchphrase.
some sort of catchphrase.
Tagline.
You put like, our mission is to make blah blah blah.
yeah, probably
We might want to work on that.
We'll just add it to the list.
Yeah, you have so little to do probably.
Yeah.
I think.
But I do think in general, the goal is to help students move toward what their goal is.
Mm-hmm.
So like we kind of talked about where most of our students go, it's to help students move into those professional programs if that's what they want. It's to help them move into an industry, move into a PhD program, into a job. I think what I really like about the program is it gives students a year and a half to really think about where they want to go next and what will help them get there the most. And so I think some of our goals are to work individually with students to get them to where they want to be.
What's something that's unique about this program? There are other Masters of Clinical Anatomy programs out there. What do you think is something that's unique about it?
I think our program is unique in a couple of ways. One, we have a small cohort, meaning an incoming class of maybe 6 to 10 or 6 to 11 students, where we promote not only group learning and understanding how each of them come to learn the material that they are studying, but also provides opportunities for them to grow individually. It provides them opportunities to explore all of the areas of the anatomical sciences, and I think Emma can comment a little bit more on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the anatomical sciences include anatomy, neuroanatomy, histology, and embryology. And I think it's very unique to have a master's level program that provides classes in each of those topics. It's like a comprehensive anatomy degree, and that is, I think, relatively rare.
So I'm more familiar with how medical students study anatomy when they get to the Carver College of Medicine. But this sounds like it would be a much deeper exploration.
In some respects, yes. deeper in that, even though the students in the program will participate in courses that are within the college's professional programs, they'll get exposure to, for example, gross anatomy in the same line that our PA students and our MD students will. But what our students have an opportunity to do that may not be fully or as deeply linked in the professional programs is to see those other aspects of the anatomical sciences at the same time, where they then can hopefully bridge those science aspects a little better and quicker than what they would in a professional program, because that content is often geared to specific times when students in those professional programs will actually use that material in their studies or their clinical training.
I think also one of the things the program has worked toward over the last couple of years is spending time to integrate those anatomical sciences, because, anatomy and histology and embryology are so linked. If you can understand the embryology, it really helps you understand the anatomy. And that's something that gets woven into like the medical curriculum, but I think we get to do on a greater scale, like throughout the year and a half, is once something is introduced, it really gets brought back over and over and over again. So similar to the model of the College of Medicine, but kind of on a more intimate level with just the anatomical sciences.
Yeah. For listeners who aren't here at the College of Medicine, we have a highly integrated curriculum where concepts, return over and over and over again to sort of facilitate that, sort of repetitive aspect of learning. And so I think that's what you're talking about a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What about what are there teaching assistantships and research and advanced dissections that you like? Can you tell more about like the actual activities that they do?
Sure. So one of the components of the program is to participate in what is a practicum in college teaching. This is something that started. Well, it was part of the graduate college, and we adopted this model where students could kind of get some experience in front of a classroom or in a lab, kind of revisiting the material that they had learned, but now from the other side. That is, so now that you have experience in learning this material, how can you help others? Mm-hmm. And embedded in that are some skills for pedagogy, for getting people to open up and discuss concepts rather than simply telling people. How do you get learners involved in that? That's one aspect, I think, that's unique to our program, the way we do it. So that's one of the aspects that students do that is related to the anatomical sciences, but also brings the education component to it.
Yeah, because after all, that's a lot of what med school is. It's a lot of what these other professions that you've mentioned are, is like teaching other people, and it's a good skill to have, I think, for any advanced student is just teaching helps solidify the information, and I love it.
That's why we do it.
I was gonna.
It's like you guys have a plan. That's what I've realized over the years. It's like you guys have a plan. Yeah. It's weird.
I was gonna chime in on that because I was like, I know all of us have, some teaching experience that was really amplified by like the program, and it was something I had never thought of doing before the program. But there are so many aspects you learn about in teaching, like learning. You kind of go into this little meta of like, how do I actually learn? How do people, what's the best way to teach people? And you do get to learn that in the program, which is extremely interesting. And then what Dr. Pizzimenti alluded to is you get these opportunities to teach students in a variety of like settings and in different ways. So I'll speak on this first, but I know Sarah has done a lot of teaching as well. I think my first exposure to it was I did a teaching practicum with the sRNA students, so the nurse anesthetist students over the summer because they also do anatomy in our cadaver lab. They do a full condensed anatomy course, and I got to help out with that a lot with one of our other professors. It was, I mean, I'd never really done anything like that before, so it was very eye-opening to be able to construe like a way to teach material and just really interact with students in that way as a teacher rather than as a peer. Also being a peer, but I think that was really eye-opening for me. It was really cool and interesting. And then I also, helped do some teaching in the gross anatomy course with I think they're the current M4 students now. So I got to do a lot of teaching.
Wow, you've been here that long.
I've been here much longer than most. So I actually got to help teach them or the M3, I guess they would be the current M3 students, but just being able to work with them and show them anatomy in a way that I learned it was really, really cool. And I think it helped a lot of people, and that was very rewarding. So it's kind of pushed me to continue doing like tutoring and education, and it's something that I want to incorporate into my career in the future too.
I think it's something that you will inevitably
incorporate
into your career in some way, right?
It'll be coming, but it was so helpful to have that background going into medical school.
Well, Sarah, did they teach you how to teach, or because you mentioned it a little bit, like you go and do these, you have these teaching opportunities. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming they just don't like say, go teach this class.
Yeah, I think so. I have a little bit of a unique background in that before I started the program, I actually came in with a little bit of teaching experience. So I kind of had an idea what it was, but like, I definitely learned a lot more during the program and just like kind of adjusting how teaching is. So I would say that like in terms of what I learned with teaching, there is some kind of like background of what are you trying to get across? Think of like the overall goal, and we work on some less like example lesson plans. So like kind of trying to set up, okay, this is what I want to get across, which was I think really helpful, especially when you're someone who knows a lot about a subject. You're like, I want to share everything, but it's like, okay, no, you have to like kind of put a focus, which is helpful. I also, when I think about the teaching that I learned, I think I'm really like, I appreciate other teachers more now, which is like a very weird way to thing to learn, but like
I don't think it's weird at all. I think there's so much that goes like behind the scenes
that people just do not know, especially as an undergrad, you just do not appreciate. And so I think my appreciation for instructors, I think my appreciation for the instructors, even specifically here also has definitely, I've realized has been very great. But just, it has made me also a better student. So like understanding teaching better has like in the end made me understand how I need to be a better learner, which I think has also been helpful, not just from obviously helping teach, but also helping me like currently in my studies.
When you admit students to these programs, to this program, what kind of student are you looking for? What kind of students thrive?
I mean, I think the biggest thing we're looking for is students who are here for a reason for themselves. And whether that's to kind of just do some exploring or like they know they have a longer term goal. Mm-hmm. I think those are the students that right off the bat get a lot out of it from day one. Mm-hmm. I think certainly we have students that come in that are a little more unsure. And I think what we're really looking for is like helping them to find that goal and the why that they're here. But I think students that really thrive are the ones who even if they don't know what they want, they know that they're in the program for a reason and they're going to kind of give it their all and do what they can to learn. Because there's a lot of really great opportunities I think that we have. And if you take advantage of them, it can just act as a springboard to get to all sorts of places.
I find that this is true for a lot of educational, like, whether it's coming to the College of Medicine or going to college, you get out, you can just go to classes. That's totally cool. And you can just hang out with your friends. That's totally cool. But you get a lot more out of it the more you engage with the process as a whole, I think.
Yep.
And the way we design the program is you can't do that. What you just designed.
You can't just come to class.
You just, I mean, you could, but I don't think a student would have the success that they would want to have from a program. So there's, as Dr. Handler said, there's a lot of opportunities. And when students see that and that sparks them to pursue something that they really want to do, that's a good thing.
I bring this up because I did not learn this until after I went to college myself. And I don't know how many of our listeners are pre-college, but I don't know. I take every opportunity I can to say, hey, don't do what I did. Really get involved with stuff more than, just going to class.
And it's helpful. We really think it's helpful when students who are applying to the program have at least a formulation of a goal, like what they would see themselves doing. And it's actually, in some shape or form, one of the interview questions that we ask, to have students, those that are interested in pursuing this, understand why do you want to do this?
And that answer evolves over time.
It does. And it
changes,
change,
and you can change your mind and all that kind of stuff. But having a goal gives you at least a direction to start in.
I'm a huge proponent of, and I think I've said this maybe before, or at least maybe to the MCAs now, I would say the program is really good about, like, you get what you put in, and I really appreciate that because I think a lot of the things that I remember or think very fondly of, they weren't things that were necessarily a requirement, but I happened to get involved with them just, because another student was doing it and, we wanted to help on the project or something. So I think what's really cool about the program is you really do, you get what you put in. And so I think.
Can you think of examples of that?
Yeah, I think pretty early in the program, I got to help with teaching more things than I was expecting. Specifically, I was asked to help with the EMTs and paramedic students. They were doing some activities in the anatomy lab and then also up in their classroom here at the university. And it helped me understand the perspective of someone working in a field that's, high intensity, fast paced. You need to get to your answers really quickly. I can work through anatomical processes and understand anatomical structures just instantaneously or build that foundation where I can get to answers quickly.
And also working with people who are adjacent to and ultimately might be that you work somewhat closely with sometimes. I imagine EMTs, if you're going into emergency medicine, it's helpful to know what they do and how that works and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And I think a huge part of the program was getting into the minds of an educator, but also getting into the mind of a student. And so that's paid off in multiple ways, specifically in medical school, understanding what kind of questions educators are asking. What is this multiple choice? What was it?
So you cheated.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a cheat code. It's a cheat code.
Can't be cheating if it's all in here.
But just understanding what the professor is asking in their question. And I think that'll pay off when we work with patients. What is the patient trying to tell us specifically? That their phrasing might be a little weird, but how do we get to the answer?
Did you guys
Wait a minute. We phrase things weird.
Yeah, all the
time. Did you all, I didn't ask this before, maybe we were going to get to it later. Did you all do this MCA program before you knew you wanted to go to med school, or was med school always your goal?
I knew I wanted to go to med school. So I had applied to med school my first go around. I did not get in my first try, but I got some really good feedback from the staff here and the people who work in admissions, so that was great. And I had been working as a patient care tech at the Children's Hospital for I think a year at that time. And I was really looking for something to kind of bolster my resume, if you will, and bolster my GPA and just kind of become a better student is what they were looking for. And so by happenstance, my mother was having, I'm going to go way off track here. My mother was having a knee replacement surgery, and the doctor that did her knee replacement, actually, she was talking about my whole journey of this med school thing with him. And he had mentioned that his daughter did this program at the University of Iowa called the Masters of Clinical Anatomy program. And so I got word of that and did some research and looked into it. And that's how I ended up finding it and applying for it, and luckily got in. And so I did that for a year and a half while I was working at the hospital still. And I still knew my ultimate goal was to go to med school. And I knew that this program was something that could help me do that. So that's kind of why, or how I picked up the program and got into it. And the rest is history.
Sweet. Kevin?
Yeah, kind of similar to Alec, but I came from Grinnell College, small undergrad college here in Iowa. And we learned absolutely no human sciences. So I knew from a pretty early age that I wanted to go into medicine or study human sciences to some degree. And I didn't set myself up great by going to Grinnell to do that. But
No hate.
yeah, no, it was a great school. I learned a ton. But then knowing that I did want to pursue medicine or something adjacent, the Masters of Clinical Anatomy program was going to be my window in.
Yeah, and to be clear, I think what is it? Maybe Marc knows. 25% of medical students come to med school from a liberal arts degree. So not necessarily. I mean, yeah, you have to go and do all the prerequisites and all that stuff, but they might tack those on later, like y'all ended up doing. So
Right.
Yeah, mine is not completely dissimilar to Alex in that I had applied to medical school out of undergrad. I'll say that I had no business applying, but I did it anyway. And of course I didn't get in, but the admissions...
There is a trend there. Yeah. I feel like people who are like, I applied and I shouldn't have at that time. So something to keep in mind for future students.
Yeah, if you feel it in your gut, trust your gut. Just take some time off.
Save yourself the energy.
Yeah, and the money. And so I talked to admissions about it, and they had also suggested I did not have a very good undergrad GPA. Especially from the first couple of years. I think I did better in the second half, but I needed something to kind of prove that I could really do the coursework that would be required of me in medical school. And so I had heard about it from the admissions committee. They had suggested it. I think it had been only a couple of years. Maybe it was the third year, maybe, that the program had started. And so they said, oh, there's this program. And so I looked into it and I was like, yeah, that seems like something I'd be very, very interested in. And so I decided to apply. Med school was always the goal, obviously, because I had applied before, but I took a kind of windy road, did some teaching after the program, but here I am. So it all worked out.
You made it.
I did. Tell Ma we made it.
Yeah. We're back on the Short Coat, coming to you from the amazing and intense world of med school at the University of Iowa Carver College of Medicine. I'm Dave Etler, and with me today, my med student co-hosts, like M2 Sarah Upton,
Ayo.
like M2 Kevin Gubner,
Hello.
and M2 Alec Marticoff,
Hey.
and our special guest, Associate Professor of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Marc Pizzimenti,
Howdy.
and Clinical Instructor of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Emma Handler.
Hi.
Let's continue talking about CCOM's Masters of Clinical Anatomy program, which y'all earned prior to coming here as medical students. So we talked a little bit about what drew you to getting a master's degree in clinical anatomy. And we talked a little bit, in your case especially, Alec, about how you found out about it and what, how you knew it was the right fit. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So I had always been interested in, the human body anatomy. From undergrad, I was a human physiology major, and I played sports and was always just kind of interested and intrigued by medicine and the body. And I was like, this seems like a program that focuses very hard on anatomy, and that sounds like something
it's right there in the name.
I know, right? I know. Yeah.
You guys did a good job naming the program.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And so, yeah, I'd never thought about doing a master's program, but it was something that I thought would help me, dive back into being a student and being a better student. And, everything I had read online about the professors and former students who had done the program, who had gotten into med school, they had only good things to say about it. So it was something that I saw as a great opportunity and something that I wanted to pursue. So, and now I'm still an anatomy lover by heart, and it's always been my favorite subject, and I'm still tutoring it. So it worked out really well.
Kevin, how did you know it was the right fit?
Yeah, I was also looking for just more education to set me up for success. Like I said, from Grinnell, I didn't get any human sciences. So I knew coming out of undergrad that I needed some anatomy exposure or something similar. So I looked online, of course, as a good student does, for programs.
What did we do before we could look online? I'm trying to remember back.
Twiddled our thumbs.
Yeah.
We were like, I don't know. I'll never know the answer to my question.
Yeah. So yeah, I looked online, knowing that I needed some anatomy exposure specifically. And I found there was a program at Des Moines, DMU, and then the program here as well. And I knew that I was more interested in University of Iowa. But I applied to both, heard back from Des Moines before University of Iowa's, but then ended up coming here for it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
And we're glad that happened.
Yeah.
I know. Blessed. I do want to say, I will not forget, like, one of the first couple of weeks, I remember, we had just taken our first exam, and that's when Kevin revealed to us that all of his undergrad classes, all of his exams were free response.
Yeah.
And I was like, that just blew my mind. And so he's like, I'm not really used to multiple choice questions.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no.
that sticks with me. I think about that often. It lives rent free in my head.
You had to learn
That's
a
wild.
whole different way of life. Basically.
Wow.
He's on another level than us. I just want you guys to know.
Do you think that helped? Do you think?
Being free response?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No. I mean,
I was wondering if you went back in your mind, you were like, well, I guess it did help me a little bit, but it sounds like no.
No, I think being a free thinker, yes, it was good, but getting partial credit on answers that weren't fully there wasn't super helpful. And then coming, to a big university, almost all of the exams are multiple choice. So I just had no experience with it.
I was like, he's learning. This is a whole new.
Yeah,
like I said, I was like, I had a whole new appreciation for what you had to deal with.
The MCAT was challenging.
Yeah, oh god! Oh my god! I can't even imagine.
The MCAT is hard.
Yeah.
The MCAT is challenging. Whatever the ad is on YouTube.
Yeah. Did the program? Well, I mean, obviously, it changed your approach to studying. Did it? What about you guys? Like, what changed when you had to do this new thing?
Yeah.
Everything.
I think I do want to touch on one thing. Like, I knew it was the right fit when we got to meet the professors. That was like the number one thing, because all of them are so personable and like just so willing to help you along your journey, and like you can come talk to them anytime they're available, or like, I think that was what really drew me in. Like, once I had got into the program, started talking with the professors and having meetings with them about like what our goals were and like what we wanted to get out of the program and like what we should be doing and things like that. I think that's what really kind of sucked me in, and it's like, okay, yeah, they really do care about me and like my success. And that's, I think, was like the biggest thing for this program. So I wanted to say that before I went on to the rigors of learning how to learn.
That's a big challenge for medical students, I know, coming in.
It is.
Yeah.
I think
Figuring out the thing that gets information into their brains the most efficiently and the easiest. And
it is, because it's different for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very individualized thing, and it's not something that you figure out immediately, which I think is really hard to come to terms with for a lot of people. And it was for me as well. So like coming out of undergrad, wasn't the best studier. Like, I thought I was studying hard at the time, but you look back and you weren't. And so I think coming into the program, I just kind of had an open mind about everything. I was like, okay, I need to kind of rewire my brain and figure out a new way to learn. And so that first semester you take, gross anatomy, histology, and then help me out here.
Seminar and teaching.
Seminar and
Teaching,
teaching.
teaching and learning.
Okay. So that's kind of your first course load, and it feels like you're drowning. It's because
which is half of what the curriculum is.
Right, exactly.
I know.
First
Well,
year
look, I was gonna say, but looking back now, I'm like, wow, we had it easy back then.
I know. It's crazy, and so you feel like you have no time. You're doing all your gross anatomy work, or you're trying to get in the lab as much as you can. You're trying to figure out how you even study for gross anatomy. You're like, it's just memorizing names, right? It can't be that hard.
It's just looking in the textbook, right?
And then and then you're doing the same thing with histology. You're like, okay, I'm looking at slides of cells. Like everything looks the same. But I will say
Try that being colorblind.
right?
I would hate it.
Pink and purple.
You guys need to find some different stains.
But there are.
They're
just harder to do. Like gold and... Yeah,
Hey, gold.
Yeah. And so I think that first semester was a little harder than I expected, and I didn't do as well as I had wanted or hoped, but it was kind of like the learning curve, right? You take the first exam, you're like, you don't do super well on it, and you're just trying to you're throwing things at the wall, trying to see what sticks, like, do I do flashcards? Do I do, repetition? Do I go into the lab just and see things more? Do I quiz myself? Do I study with other people? You're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So that first semester is kind of like that for everyone, I think. Maybe not for everyone, but for me. And so
Same.
Yeah,
I can second that.
I think I kind of finally figured it out towards the end of that first semester, and like I did really well in my histology class, did fairly well in like gross anatomy, but not as well as I had wanted. But I knew what I needed to fix by the end of it, which was like the important part. And so then going into that second semester with like you do neuro anatomy and embryology, and the neuro is pretty crazy, but I think that first semester sets you up well for the second semester, and you like, okay, now I know how to study, and now I just have to put my nose down and do it. So I think that was really important for me. It was like struggling a little bit through the first semester, and then figuring out what worked for me specifically, which was like, I asked all the professors, like, what is the best way to study? And they give you some options, and you kind of just have to trial things on your own, and eventually you find something that works. So I don't know if that's similar for you guys, or...
What do you think, Kevin?
Yeah, I think you're right. Very much so. I think the biggest thing with the program is that it's such a small class size that you get to collaborate with your peers, and you're all struggling. Like everyone is having a hard time. It's not that bad. It's not. It's really not.
I think they know.
Okay.
I think they know.
But I think the big thing is that you get to bounce ideas off of one another. And being such a small class size, you get to make friends and learn how to study and learn how to teach each other. And then the office hours, like the doors are quite literally open all the time to go in and ask questions and reframe your mindset. And learn how you should approach challenging topics. So there's a lot to learn, and it's definitely a steep learning curve in that first semester, but I think you're set up for success if you come.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, what part of the curriculum had the biggest impact on your learning? We've got like anatomy lab, histology, neuroanatomy, teaching, and the anatomical sciences, and like what changed you the most?
Can I say all of it for different reasons?
Yeah,
I would say that, like, I think the mix of all of them together, I know we had kind of touched on it, like it's very intentional. I think everything is there for a reason. So like the teaching, it's almost like they planned it that way. The teaching was really helpful with like kind of like learning how to teach, but also learning how to study. In a way, in an indirect way, but also like the anatomy and the histology. I had actually never done histo before, and so that was really helpful for me because I had no context. And I would say that Dr. Swales is probably the best person to learn histo from. So I think we're very blessed in that regard. Yeah.
Big
Yes.
round of applause for Swales.
Only for
I don't even know. I don't know if he even knows how many times a year his name comes up on the podcast in a positive way.
That's a good question.
Maybe now that we've got AI, I can do a little search.
Yeah.
Swales, but
yeah.
you too.
Yeah,
Piz.
It's true.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
it's true.
I think your name is mentioned quite frequently.
Yeah.
Well, I need to hear the context.
I was going to say, in a good context.
Ew.
I'm sure that's happened.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I.
Oh,
interrupted
no. No, it's okay. That is everything. I would say that everything, I think I said everything for different reasons.
You. Yeah. Was there a portion of the program that you think best translated to your coursework in medical school so far?
Neuroanatomy. Yeah.
Okay.
I think because that's, gross is a lot at first, I think, but it's very manageable. I think neuroanatomy, like when you go into it, it's you start to get into that like fire hose of information type scenario, which is a lot of what medical school is, or the beginning of medical school anyway. That's how I feel about it. But I think that's what helped me the most was like you get so much information, but you have to be present during the lectures or like whatever you're watching. Mm-hmm. Try to absorb it and then revisit it after. So
Yeah.
Ooh, touche.
Come back to it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Is there a story that you tell people about a challenging moment that taught you something?
All the time. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take this one first.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
will say there is something that comes to mind a lot, or that I think about a lot, is in anatomy lab when I remember we were like struggling really hard. It was very difficult, and I remember asking Dr. Pizzimenti. I think we asked him about a structure, and I remember that he answered my question with another question, and that's because he's very good at. Because you don't just want to give the answer. I appreciate this now as a teacher, but I was like so frustrated.
But at the time,
I was so frustrated
like,
at that
"You
moment. I'm
jackass."
like, I've heard that. I have actually no idea what the hell's going on. But like then I actually would do that frequently to my students. So I did a couple of years of teaching before, after the program before here, and I would do that all of the time. And I would tell them, I said, I know this is frustrating. However, you are going to learn so much more. If I force you to like kind of figure it out on your own. And so at the time, so that's why it's very memorable for me, because at the time I was like, pain. Like I was so upset, but
you're like, what are you, Socrates?
Yeah. I'm like, no idea. But now I definitely, like I said, understand. I appreciate it a lot more now, looking back.
I do that with all my tutor students too now. It's
I don't know, what do you think it is?
I'm like, I know you know the information. You've heard the information. It's in your brain somewhere. I just have to get you to say it.
Tell me what's
with
around.
your own mouth. It's like,
Yeah. Trust your gut.
yeah, it's true.
I use this with my kids actually when Audra's like, but usually it's like, when my kids propose doing something that I really don't think they should do, and I'm like, well, what do you think the right answer is? I can usually come up with it.
It's in there.
It's like they already know.
Yeah.
Every program has a culture. Do you want to talk a little bit about your favorite parts of the program's culture? Maybe, the community, the cohort, the support systems, the mentorship, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can jump in and talk about that. So my cohort was really small. We had 5 students. Me and Sarah were in the same cohort.
How many professors are working with this small number of students? How many instructors?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice ratio.
Phenomenal ratio.
This is the only time, maybe the only program where you will ever have such a ratio. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
So we just became such a tight-knit group. We studied pretty much every hour of the day that we weren't in class together. And I remember spending many hours like walking through the tunnel system here. I don't know if you guys have heard of the tunnel system here, but it's worth an exploration for a study break.
Yeah. It's It's a little Freddy Krueger-ish to me, but okay.
Just some parts.
Just some parts. Some parts are very nice, and then other parts are like, holy crap, they let me down here? Anyway.
But we would just, we'd spend almost every hour together. And even in those tunnel walks, we would laugh about experiences in the program and, cool things that we were learning. But yeah, we just became such a tight-knit group. And I think most of us are still friends today from that program. And then I see all the professors in the hallway. I walk around and I see Dr. Pizzimenti and Dr. Handler all the time. And they know me by name and I know them by name. So that's cool. I'm not sure that they know every other student's name in the medical school. So just knowing a professor at that level is really cool.
They know every single one.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised.
I was going to say, I wouldn't doubt it if they
Only
had
150 per year that they have to learn.
Yeah.
That's no problem. Come on.
That's it.
Okay, so what advice for prospective students do you have if they, if one thing that you wish you had known before you started on this MCA journey?
That's
You get okay. So you know what? I'll give a couple pieces. I'll reiterate because I already said this. To be fair, you get what you put in. I feel like that's a huge one. I mean, just in life in general. Another one is take your time. I've also said that on here before. I know that there was a lot that I had learned during the program, and a lot of it, I think, allowed me to. Medicine was always the end goal, like med school, but it allowed me to be like, okay, I'm on a different timeline. Like, I want to explore these other things. And it's okay. Like, I'm still here. I still got here. Take your time. Yeah, I think those are my big ones.
Yeah, I think for students that are interested in this program or in in doing a grad program, I would say do it. It's, maybe it's an extra year and a half or a couple years or whatever it may be, but ultimately the time you're going to spend doing the program is going to help you forever in the long run. Mm-hmm. I think everything that I learned from the program has been tremendously helpful. Would not have ever traded not doing the program or having a different course than I had. And then I think the other thing is realizing it's okay to fail a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally, I feel like it's part of the process.
Yeah. I mean, this has probably been said so many times by so many different people, but just realizing everything's not going to be perfect all the time. Doing the program, figuring that out, taking a step back, evaluating, and then taking the opportunities after you fail to get better is what's important. So I think the MCA program specifically gives you a lot of chances to do that,
and a lot of feedback from because there's a lot of people,
and they're not, it's they want to see you grow and succeed.
Yeah,
that's the point.
But there is no growth without.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to be perfect coming in.
You have to learn that failure is okay.
Somehow you have to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With being uncomfortable, which makes no sense at all, but.
We help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we got
we'll cuddle with them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
There.
It's gonna be okay.
But I think going into postgraduate education, everyone has this mindset that they're gonna succeed, and not necessarily that it's gonna be easy, but that they're pursuing their passions, so it should be easier than some of those undergraduate courses. But pretty early on, you find out that you are amongst a bunch of people that are, the top of their class. They're highly educated, advanced thinkers, and everyone's pushing you to work hard and learn as hard, or to learn as much as you can. And by doing so, you're going to fail. It's going to be challenging. I think that's just really important.
I think also the more passionate you are about something, the more likely you are to feel uncomfortable when it's not working out, when it's when you're struggling, because you really want to
definitely
to do as well as you can. So it's a sign that maybe it could be a sign that you're on the right path, or it could be a sign that you maybe better step off that path. I don't know. I don't know how to navigate that particular challenge.
It's up for interpretation for that person.
Yeah. It's The Short Coat, coming to you from wherever fine podcasts are available. It's a production of the University of Iowa Carver College of Medicine. I'm Dave Etler, and don't forget my med student co-hosts like M2 Sarah Upton,
Ayo.
M2 Kevin Gubner,
Yellow.
M2 Alec Marticoff,
Hey.
and our special guests, Associate Professor of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Marc Pizzimenti,
Thank you.
Clinical Instructor of Anatomy and Cell Biology, Emma Handler.
Hi.
And I want to talk about actual anatomy things. I've got some rapid fire response
boy.
type things that I want to hear from everyone on. Y'all ready for this?
Go.
I have no idea what I'm talking about, but here we go. First, rapid fire response. Hardest structure to identify.
Yes.
I'll go first. Anything in the neck.
No.
There's a lot of junk up there. There's a lot of
There sure
there's
is.
a lot of things.
There
in
sure is.
For me, it was the accessory hemiazygous vein.
Oh my God.
I still have nightmares about that.
What? Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what that. I've never heard
You'll
of
have
that
to
one.
look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just follow suit on neck after everything's been dissected at the end of the semester. Impossible.
do you think?
Salpingopharyngeus.
Uh-huh.
Oh, very good.
Wow, some students
Must-
are gonna be happy that you said that.
Yeah.
But it's not on the list.
Then it doesn't count.
It's not on the list. Doesn't count.
Yep. I'll just go general region pelvis. That's the feedback I get all the time.
yes.
Just anything. Pick a structure in the pelvis.
Also a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Next one. Clinical correlations, motivating or overwhelming.
I think there should be motivated.
Yes, they should be
should be.
motivating. They should
Okay.
be, yeah.
We've got the official answer. You guys?
Motivating.
Should be motivated.
Yeah. I mean,
Mostly motivating. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
When they're pitched right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
There you
More daunting, brachial plexus or pelvic vasculature.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my
What's the brachial plexus again?
go. Unimportant. No,
And your
just
arm.
joking.
Everything that moves your hands.
Oh, okay.
Well done.
Dr. Pizzimenti could draw it with
Yeah.
two hands at once. It's quite impressive.
It
I'd
is
like
impressive.
to see that.
Pelvic vasculature by far, though.
Tune into the
is-
next Short Code podcast where Dr.
There'll be a live
Pizzimenti
demonstration.
does a demonstration of his drawing.
I will say harder was definitely pelvic vasculature, just to figure out it's a mess down there.
Yeah, I'm a third on that.
All right.
It's a small space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small space.
Well, and it's very variable
It is.
Yep.
by definition.
That's the thing that I've heard before is like you learn sort of, I guess, in a lot of ways the ideal, and then you discover that it ain't like that completely.
Never like that.
Right? Yeah.
Almost never.
Best anatomy mnemonic you still remember
Oh, no.
or use.
What's a mnemonic?
Yeah.
I think
That's just something. It's something else you have to memorize.
I think I.
to learn the thing you're trying.
I'm
to
gonna be
learn.
honest. I think I took that to heart when they first told us that in the MCA program, and I
They told you that?
Told you what?
You guys told them?
I'm sure I did.
mnemonics are no
Bad.
bueno.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
I thought they were
I don't remember
essential.
I think there are very, very like specific ones, but I can't remember any. It's like
why are they not helpful, do you think?
Well,
No.
I'm-
I think they're
Mnemonics
helpful.
can be very helpful.
Yeah.
can be.
But what we often see is students spending more time learning a mnemonic that is not relatable to the concept that they're trying to place the mnemonic on.
If you have to make up a new sentence to learn the structures that we've already told you, then you're just doing 2 times the work.
Oh.
That's my hot take.
I did just think of one though.
Yeah.
To Zanzibar
Oh my gosh, that's the one
by
that I
Motor
remember.
Car.
That's the one I
yeah.
remember,
This is
actually.
Zanzibar
By
By
Motor
by
Car.
motor car.
This is for the branches of the facial nerve.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So
Which gets you the first letters of each of the
Right.
branches.
I think that one.
That's
is,
the one I remember. For
that
some
is
reason, it
the
sticks in
one
my
that
head, too.
sticks. Yeah.
Mhm.
Trigeminal.
Nope.
No. But it's just the regions that they go to.
Zubinakis.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're close. You're close. You can have a point. No.
Just stop trying.
Roy G. Biv.
Roy
is
G.
one.
Biv.
That works for me.
I like that one.
Netters or grays?
Ooh.
I have my personal opinion.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Netters is beautiful.
Okay.
It is a gorgeous.
Yeah.
anatomy
Netters,
book.
I agree, has everything.
Grace. Sorry.
Oh.
I knew.
Oh.
I thought he might say that.
Oh.
Can I just say that so my father was a physician assistant, and so he got the journals, and at some point I also had a sort of kids' Grey's Anatomy book, and I was very interested in all of that stuff. But yeah, looking through I can't remember what journal it is, but it always featured netters.
Yeah.
So I knew who that guy was before I came to work here, which is weird. So I feel like I was raised by Gray and Netter in some way. It's very strange.
Good
Never-
childhood.
Yeah.
I
That was a lot of fun looking through those. Cranial nerves, friend or enemy?
Enemy at first, best friends.
I was going to say best friend.
That is-
Agreed. That's
Yeah.
real. That's what I was gonna say.
That's so real.
Best friend.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
I think-
what does that mean?
I think once you learn them,
Once you get it,
you will
you get
never
it.
you will
Yeah.
never forget them. Like it's stuck in there 'cause the amount of times you use it.
Except for all their pathways.
Yeah.
That's a little hard.
Okay.
But yeah,
Frenemy.
definitely friend.
Those are your
Frenemies,
frenemies.
best
Yeah.
frenemies.
Best frenemies. That I like that.
Most underrated anatomical structure.
Y'all know I'm gonna say the uterus.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
How underrated is it though? I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like it's pretty
historically,
rated.
historically, it's been underrated. However,
I mean,
think
what
it's
other-
going up. It's on its up.
What other organ can travel around the human body and make women crazy?
You know what? You're right. You're so right.
It's an outdated okay. I think that was. I think we know enough now in 2026 to realize that that's not the case. Okay, you guys, don't at me.
Don't.
Yeah, you guys have a underrated anatomical structure.
Cranial nerve 7 for sure.
Love
Which
that.
one's that?
I think it's super great.
What's that one do?
Facial expression.
Makes your face wet.
Yeah.
Makes you cry.
Does a lot of things.
salivate.
Okay.
Makes your
all
keeps
of
your
the
nose
above.
wet. Yeah. Does all the
Okay.
cool stuff.
Wow.
I'll just say like coolest, maybe underrated. Serratus anterior muscle. It's an amazing muscle.
It is.
Tell me more.
Interesting.
It's like the muscle on your abdomen that kind of looks like ribs because it attaches on the ribs.
Got it.
Like
Those
it's called
are incredibly visible on my body.
I was gonna say it's called the boxer's muscle. So if you ever seen like a crazy ripped boxer,
Huge
you'd be able
boxer.
to see
Yeah,
it.
I see.
Okay. Do you guys have a most underrated?
Go ahead.
Oh, sure. I think it's a two-parter. I think it's your extensor indicis and your extensor digiti minimi. They extend your fingers, and it like gives you have like way more power in your fingers when your fingers are like extended. It gives you more power in flexion, and so it's what gives us like all of our like a lot of human hand mobility, like really any muscle of the human hand. But I think those two muscles really let you be much more flexible in the hand and give you a lot more mobility in the hand. And I think people don't appreciate them enough.
I did not until just now.
Right.
So now I
Yeah.
know. Now I know. I do appreciate it more now.
I'd actually put the lumbricals in there. So.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
I read this week that the pinky has like 50% of the strength in the hand. Is that hogwash?
I don't know. I never measured it.
It has it has a lot of muscles.
It has a lot of muscles.
Okay. All right. Well, lectures, 2x speed or live? I think the difference being watch them later or watch them live.
Oh,
There's a time and a place, I think. I love a live lecture, but if I need more time, it's 2 times all day. So
I think anatomy specifically should be in person. The rest, 2x.
Yeah.
he's slightly biased.
I mean,
He's slightly biased.
Well, no.
it's hard to do dissection remotely, I think. Anyway, what do you guys think? When people are like, "Oh, I listened to this lecture at 2x speed," does that make you cringe a little bit? Like,
It used to.
yeah.
It did.
I remember,
it did.
Mark. Do you remember long ago in the meetings that you and I go to? I remember long ago, y'all being really anxious about it. I think in terms of like intellectual property and in terms of the students won't be in class and all this kind of stuff. How does that play out? Do you think?
I think there are some pros and there's clearly some cons with it as well. But to the question of speed, it wasn't until it wasn't an anatomy lecture, but I think I was repairing my computer and it was a 20-minute how to change a hard drive or something like that. And I did watch it on Tuesday.
You're like, because you're just like, get to the point.
Yes, I know how to unscrew a screw. I don't need.
That's amazing.
Just show me where the screws are.
Marc has a new for that control.
So I guess if you can see the brachial plexus being drawn, you don't need to watch it for. So
Fair enough.
probably 3 times speed for them.
No,
Definitely.
1.5 is good.
I can edit at 2 times speed, but that's
Can you
nice.
really?
Yeah.
I actually think it's a lie when classmates say that they watch things at 2 times speed. There's no.
I do a lot
there
of
are so
speeding up
many
and
that-
slowing down. I
There's
mean,
no
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
If you're like actually trying to digest information, maybe it's a hot take. There's no way that if you're trying to digest it for the first time, 2 times speed, no way, too fast. You can't comprehend.
Okay.
That's like
Maybe I sort of rewatch.
I was gonna say that's a review speed.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
You have anything you want to add to this particular?
I mean, I'll just say it as somebody who is standing up there doing the talking. It's really nice to have people in the class
Yes.
because I think it's also helpful to know if I'm talking to an empty room. Like, I don't know if you're getting it if you're watching it online.
Yeah.
So I really,
That was one of the big complaints
Yeah.
back in the day, or the big fears back in the day.
yeah,
So.
and it's real. I feel like I can tell when people are just like, I'm lost.
stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
and I'm
gonna
like,
say,
"Oh,
you-
maybe I should try this again.
You know the look. Everybody's just like,
Next slide. Anatomy term you still can't pronounce.
Oh.
You said one in the hand that made me go, oh, that sounds pretty.
Is it extensor digiti minimi?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's pretty, yeah.
I'm going to name my next child after that. Fortunately, I don't have any more. That's not happening. Extensor digiti.
I still say mediastinum, but I don't know if that's right. We actually learned this. I thought this was normal the whole time. So I took anatomy in undergrad. I thought this was normal. I think that's how I was taught it. But then I got to the clinical anatomy program, and I think I heard you say mediastinum, and all of you guys were like, "Where have you heard mediastinum before?" And I was like, "Wait, that's not normal." And so I frequently, I don't know, tomato, mediastinum, mediastinum.
What do you think of the tomato theory?
There are multiple pronunciations for
Okay.
anatomical terms.
Okay. So you don't have to feel too bad. about
Okay,
it.
good.
I was gonna say, I think I switch like every time I say it, depending on who I'm talking to. I'm like, if I want to relate to my peers, I'll say it one way. If I hear it from a professor another way, I'll just say it that way.
Code switching. Love that.
Yeah, yeah. You have to learn it early. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So I've heard everything pronounced different ways, so I can't trust. I can't trust anything.
I can't.
Anything you want to?
I wouldn't say it's an anatomical term per se, but apoptosis versus
Oh my goodness.
apoptosis has come up way too many times
That's changed
recently.
my life.
So I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. You can't trust anything. You hear it one way for so long, and then someone says it a different way, and you just can't go back after that.
Flashcards. Love or hate?
Love.
Hate.
Okay.
Mixed to hate. I don't use them. I mean, I don't hate them, but I don't use them very often.
Yeah. What do you think, Marc?
I think it's how you use them.
Time and a place.
Time and place.
So-
If it's just flash, like this is the thing I need to know. If you're not linking to other cards, then you're probably missing opportunities. So it's kind of mixed.
Okay. Fair. Muscle name that sounds the coolest.
Gastroc. The gastroc.
Is that the whole thing?
No,
That
it's
sounds like an abbreviation.
gastrocnemius.
Okay.
Gastrocnemius.
Where's
I
that?
don't know. It just sounds. What? It's your.
Sounds like-
it's your calf muscle.
Well, gastro. That sounds like it should be in your belly.
Doesn't it? It sure does.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Well,
Gastric
you
means
are correct.
belly.
It means
Yeah,
belly.
so-
Oh,
So
Because it has a big muscle
'cause
belly.
it has a
Yeah.
muscle belly.
I'm
See?
smarter than I think I am.
Osmosis.
Mark's
You're
like,
learning
well,
it.
no.
I've got 2: supraspinatus and quadratus lumborum for whatever
Nice,
reason.
yeah.
Good.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like the rhomboids. They
Who
are what
doesn't?
they are.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Stratified squamous epithelium, iconic or overrated? What the heck?
This is really a Swales question.
It's
Yeah.
it's iconic.
Iconic.
It's like it's the first one we learn, I think. So I
Yeah.
gotta
Can't live
go
without it.
Iconic.
So I know this is a layer of cells, right?
Mhm.
And that's about it.
It's your skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could be any anatomical structure, which would you be?
Eyes.
Okay. Okay.
I think the cribiform plate.
Uh-huh. Me too.
a lot of
The
holes.
brain. Just as a whole.
Very
Spinal cord included.
solid.
The animal.
Emma, do you have an answer to this one?
Median nerve.
Ooh.
It's like what controls your thumbs.
You're into hands.
I think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hands are the coolest part of
Hands
being
are
a human.
very, I mean,
They're the coolest part.
they're kind of a defining thing for us.
Yeah, I'm an anthropologist. I could talk all day
Oh,
about how
okay.
they're defining future of humanity.
All right.
I won't, but I could.
Mark?
Well, Sarah took mine.
The whole
What specific
scene.
part of the brain? Now we have to pick specific parts.
Yeah. What specific part?
Um, the lateral geniculate
Okay.
body.
Okay.
Wow,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
LGN.
I was gonna say just the frontal lobe in general, so yours is much more specific.
Why that?
It's cool.
You were okay.
It is cool.
Mark was clearly hoping I wouldn't follow. Favorite medical show or movie? We could open it up to movie too.
Recently, The Pit.
That's one I hear is pretty
It
popular.
was. It's very intense, but very good.
Yeah.
I have not watched any.
Okay.
recently.
Fair enough. Fair
MASH, hands down.
enough.
The
Oh.
OG,
Yeah.
the best one.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's so good.
Pretty good.
So good.
Mark.
I watched it like 3 times.
Do you remember Flatliners, Mark?
I do the movie.
Yeah.
Which version?
There was 2.
You've seen them all.
There's 2.
I did not
Oh.
know that. I was thinking
Pretty
of the
sure
one.
There's 2.
I was thinking of the ones with Kiefer Sutherland.
There's a newer remake.
Oh.
I believe.
Okay.
Unless I think I own them.
Now I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It's the one I remember where they're in anatomy
Yeah,
lab and they look
yeah.
left and look right. One of you is not going to be here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not.
I've never heard that in real life.
I think you said that on the first date. I think I remember that.
and the dissection lab was in the basement of a
Right,
castle or
yeah,
some
yeah.
damn thing.
You got the basement part right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah also took mine. MASH.
Yeah.
I actually own the whole 11 years
Oh,
series.
wow.
That
It's so good.
I watch.
It's
yeah.
the best.
Yeah. But since she said that, I'll say ER.
Okay. Okay. Fair. That was one I liked.
Actually, I'd encourage people to go watch that series again. I think 3 of our CBL cases are.
All right, dueling.
It's putting tidbits in.
Yeah.
Dropping little hints.
Emma?
Scrubs.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid choices.
Yeah.
Which bone matches your personality?
Humorous.
Okay.
Mark, that's so good.
But
That's
there you
so
go.
good.
That was such a good dad joke. I appreciate it.
Jumped right in
Locked
there.
and loaded. You knew.
Yeah, he had to
He
jump
came
right
prepared.
in there. Yeah.
Gosh, I've never thought about any of these questions, so this is pretty fun. I guess I would say the calcaneus. You know, it's
Okay.
like your heel bone.
Okay.
He's pretty supportive,
Oh.
but also pretty strong.
Yeah.
Good.
You know,
That is a
Yeah.
pretty good
I was
one.
trying to figure out where you're going with that. I didn't think you
anywhere I
were.
want.
Well, I didn't think you were a heel. So.
But
No, that would have been my, the head of my metatarsal.
Anyone else have a bone that matches their personality?
I feel like I don't know. My gut reaction is femur because it's like strong and sturdy. But then I feel like my second answer is the sternum because there's only one, and you like kind of need it. It's pretty protective, but like it's also sometimes in the way when you need to get to things.
To get them.
Okay. Yeah. You guys got
I can't follow that answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a specific bone off the top of my head. That's tough.
All right. Well, we'll move on to the next one. Scalpel or scissors?
Scissors.
Okay.
The reverse scissor technique is the
Just the one
only
where you
way.
spread them open and
Yes.
it's sort of.
It is
yeah.
the only way to dissect.
It is.
Years ago,
Scissors.
we had what's his name? I should know his name. He's over here. He's a neurologist, I think, or a neurosurgeon, inventor. God damn it, what's his name?
Is it Dr. Howard?
Yes,
Wow,
Yes,
nice.
Dr.
he was on the show years ago, and he
Mm-hmm.
talked about his favorite invention, which never took off, which was something that was intended to do the same function as the reverse scissors thing, but everybody was like, Well, I kind of already do that with
Kinda
the scissors.
Already invented.
Okay. Do we? What do you guys think? Scalpel or scissors?
Scissors.
Scissors.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, I'm a scalpel fan.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
like
Hot
to get in there.
Well, let it dole out a little bit, and then it does the same thing as scissors.
That's a fair point.
Are you more flexor or extensor energy?
Flexor, sun's out, guns out.
Anybody else want to follow up?
No.
All right. Which cranial nerve would you most be willing to part with?
Oh boy. 11.
For sure. I totally agree.
Interesting.
And for me, which
not
one
a-
does that one?
It's not a real. It does your shoulder shrug and it turns your neck like this. So
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, kind of important, but just not as important as the other ones.
Okay. Anyone else have a cranial
I
nerve?
was totally gonna say
opinion-
one.
in my
One
op-
for
oh,
sure.
okay.
One for sure.
And that does.
Smell.
Okay.
Because smell is like 80% taste.
Yeah.
So I could live without smell because I still have.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's
That's
what I thought. If I had to.
It's a branch of a cranial nerve,
That's
Counts.
fine.
posterior auricular nerve.
Oh my god.
And sounds like it has something to do with ears.
Yes, that it does. It doesn't do much for our ears, but you can kind of move your ears with it a
Okay.
little bit.
Can you guys wiggle your ears?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I
Sad.
can. I can too.
I
Yeah.
can.
Can you?
Well,
Did you have
you
to
can't
train
see it.
yourself to do that?
I don't know. I've
Or
been
did you just
able.
do it?
I've been able to do it since I was a kid.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'd miss my posterior auricular.
Dang.
It's my party
I
trick.
know.
It is not something I think of often. It's moving like this. Do you have
I'm
one?
going to be selfish. No.
You're going to keep them all.
Nah.
Group study.
It's a whole unit. It's a whole.
Well, yeah. That unit would be,
Like most of them.
1/7 shorter, I think.
Most of them part of the brainstem. 11,
Okay.
not part of the brainstem.
Oh. Okay.
So
Group study, lifesaver or distraction?
lifesaver.
Lifesaver.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Fair.
What's the stat they say on that? It's like 2 hours of studying equals 1 hour. Well, like 2 hours studying in a group equals 1 hour studying by yourself or something. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be
That-
the other?
It seems
Oh,
backwards,
sorry.
yeah.
Reverse.
Maybe.
that.
I
1
actually
hour
would
studying.
100% believe that.
I don't know.
I used to not be that way.
You're
I-
trying to say that group study is more useful.
Group studying is more.
So 2 hours of
more
studying.
efficient.
More efficient.
More
Just
efficient.
1 hour.
Not less efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're prepared for it, it's even that much better.
Ooh,
Wow.
So true.
cannot agree more, actually.
Favorite region to teach? Trunk, limbs, or head and neck?
Head and neck.
I got to say limbs then, because
You don't have to. You can agree.
well, no, we have to get full body rep.
I see.
Everyone's represented.
I see what you're doing.
Trunk for sure. Trunk for sure.
Okay.
Head and neck for me.
Yeah, I'm head and neck. There's so many, like, it's so difficult, but there's so many great little tidbits in there.
Oh yeah.
Region that does the most? Trunk, limbs, or head and neck?
Head and neck.
Head and neck.
Yeah.
Head and neck.
For sure.
It's such an important, it does, there's so much going on.
So much.
And then you've also got, the social aspects of the face and the head and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Although Dr. Sipla would say that the limbs are probably more important because all of our life is just moving
For
our body.
movement. Mm-hmm.
That is so true.
The whole purpose of the head and neck is to move the
Is to move.
body.
But if you think of robots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Robots are more successful trunk and limbs these days than they are head and neck,
Yeah.
I think. Right?
I've not done a dissection
Well,
on a
that
robot
is-
yet.
Well-
I cannot confirm.
That in the next cycle of MCA, they will be dissecting
Oh, okay.
robots.
You heard it here first.
They'll be dissecting robots. Cerebellum vibe check: chill or chaotic?
Chaotic.
Really?
Chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much going on.
Yeah.
So much more than everyone gives it credit for.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I know that it's responsible for coordinating movement,
It is.
It is.
but it does other things. It
There's
sounds like.
so much more to it.
Yes.
I'd
There's a
say,
lot that goes into
I'd say
movement.
chill. Some people are born without it,
Oh, yeah.
and they're fine.
Good.
Okay.
Mostly fine, I think.
All right.
That's fine.
Chill. Anybody else want to weigh in?
I wouldn't say chaotic, but I think it's well organized.
Very good.
Great checker.
Very good. Very good. I think that's it. That's our show. Sarah, thanks for putting the episode together.
Yeah, thanks for coming, y'all.
This
has
was a lot of
been
fun.
Thank you.
Fun, yes.
Kevin, Alec, Marc, Emma, thanks to you for having some fun with us today. I appreciate you guys especially for joining us and telling us more about the Masters of Clinical Anatomy program that you guys do.
Sure.
Amazing.
Totally.
Thank you.
Great being
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Until next time, I'm Dave Etler saying don't let the bastards get you down. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.